Hello out there, it's WaxBadger. Well, I am going to show you another new card game. And this is a card game that you can not only play on a video chat, but it's also a game that's easy for kids to learn. And I don't know if you can play with the kids on the video chat. I know the parents may not allow that, but anyway, this is a game that I call Dirty Deuce. And this is a matching game. It's not quite similar to Old Maid, and you'll see what this is about in a moment. So basically, the way this game works, there's going to have to be, the deck of cards is going to have to be handled by one person on the chat. You need 31 cards in the deck. The cards are Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 9, 10, and face cards are not played in this game. You also need 8 little pieces of paper with the alphabet letters A through H on them. This is basically to help distinguish, which cards you want to have called out or selected in the game. So, like, A on top, A on bottom, etc. And so basically, what's going to happen to start, basically, I've already dealt the cards out. 31 cards total, like I said. 15 cards are face down, and then the dealer's side, the top cards here are the dealer's hand. You have this last card is face up. This is the 4 of hearts. So the suits don't matter in this game, just so you know. But so what this player now needs to do is try to match the 4. So basically, the player who did not deal goes first, and it's always the player that has no face-up cards on their side. So, let's see. This player decides to go D on the top. Does he get a 4? No, he does not. He gets a 7. Okay, so what's going to happen now is because he did not match the 4 has to come down to his side, like that. And now it's the dealer's turn on the top side here. So he's got to try to match either the 4 or the 7 that was just turned over. So let's see. He's going to go F on the bottom here, see if he gets anything on this. No, he gets a 6. Okay. So what's going to happen here is now the 4 comes back over to here, and the 7 also comes over to his side. There's going to be an overflow, and I'm sorry, this is not going to be, these cards will probably not be seen on camera on this side here, on the right side, just to warn you, because this is as good as the zoom gets with my camera. So, anyway, just remember there is a 7 and a 4 and a 6 here. And it's the non-dealer's turn again on the bottom, and he's trying to match either 7, 4, and 6. Let's see what will happen. He turns over an 8. He does not get it, so that means all the face-up cards go back over to him. And it really doesn't matter where you put the cards. You just try to keep it neat. And you don't need an I for calling out cards because his H is as far as it goes for face down. Alright, dealer's turn again. Let's see. Now he's going for 7, 4, 6, or 8. And he's going to go C on the top here. No, he gets a 5. We're having some problems trying to match cards here. So he's going to go ahead and take all the face-up cards back to his side. And it's going to be the non-dealer on the bottom's turn again. So now 5 different values are now matchable. You have 4, 7, 6, 8, and 5. Will the player here on the bottom do it? He's going to go E on the bottom. Can he get one of those cards? I shuffled these cards a little too good, didn't I? Okay, so that was an ace. No match yet. So the 5, the 8, and everything that's face up on this side goes back over to him. Yeah. So now it's 6 cards that are going to have to be matched, and it's going to get easy. Eventually someone's going to get a match when you have this differing amount of values of matchable here. So, and that's going to be a good thing for whoever can. So, let's see. The dealer is going to select B on the bottom. And finally somebody gets a match. Okay. Alright, so he matched the 8s, and therefore he gets another turn. Before we take that turn, though, I'm going to go ahead and move one of these face-up cards over here. If you have a good enough camera, you don't have to do that, but, you know, it just kind of helps to, you know, kind of keep everything in one area. Especially in this case because, you know, you can't see this 4 probably. So anyway, 4, 6, ace, 7, and 5 is what you're looking to match here, and it's the dealer's turn again because he just matched. G on the top, he gets an ace. Good. That's another match. Yeah, see, the more chances you have to match, the more likely you're going to make matches, and so the dealer gets to keep his turn now and gets to try to match now 6, 4, 7, or 5. He's going to go A on the top and gets a 5. Dealer's doing good. Okay, and dealer gets to take another turn. Let's see, does he get any of these cards here? He's going to go H on the top here, see if he gets any of these. No, it's a 2. And okay, now that we've revealed a 2, I'm going to tell you something. There are only 3 2s in the game. That's why this game's called Dirty Deuce, because the last 2 that is in the game does not have a match. So whoever has that 2 in the face, whenever the last 2 is faced up showing, whoever has it is going to probably be the one who loses the game, and you don't want to be caught with it. Alright, because it's going to be worth more points, and points are counted against you. Okay, so it's not a match, so the 6, the 4, and the 7 all come back to him. And the bottom player gets to play again, finally. Alright, he is going to take A on the bottom. And he gets a 3. First time we saw a 3. That's not a match, which also means it's not a match, so the 2, the 6, the 4, and the 7 all go back over to him. And the dealer gets to have may get to play another streak here, maybe. Let's try D on the bottom. Does he? Well, he just matched the 2s. Alright, and it's actually kind of good to get at least one match of 2s, because the thing is, the 2s are worth 2 points, while the rest of the cards are worth 1 point. And again, points are counted against you. So you don't want to be stuck with cards in your hand at the end. Okay, so dealer is going to try to match 3, 7, 4, 6. He's going to go E on the top. He turns over 5. No match. So 3, 7, 4, and 6 all come back over to the dealer. And the player on the bottom gets to try to hopefully get a match this time. He's going to try F on the top. And matches 7s. Okay, so finally the player on the bottom gets a match. And also gets another turn. Okay, 3, 4, 5, or 6 he's looking for, and he's going to go C on the top. Gets a 3, and that's another match. Okay, and the player on the bottom gets to take another turn now. You just keep taking turns as long as we make matches. Let's go A on the top here. What does he get here? 8. Oh, no match. Alright, 6 and 4 and 5 I'll go back over to him. And yeah, it doesn't matter what spaces you fill. Try to fill the spaces, though, if you can. Just kind of keeps everything condensed. Okay, dealer's turn now. Dealer has 7 cards that are face down left. And, you know, face up and face down cards will count against you at the end of the round. So, let's see. The dealer is going to try B on the top here. He matches the 6, so that's good. Alright. And dealer will now try to match 4, 5, or 8, tries G on the bottom, gets a 4, that's a match. There we are. Alright, 4 cards left for the dealer. He might be the one taking the game here. So C here, 7, nope, no match. Okay, so 8 and 5 will come back over to him. 5, 7, 8 now is for the bottom player to match. This is going to go G on the top. Can he get one of those cards? No, he gets an ace. Now he turns over an ace. That's not a match. So 5, 7, and 8, I'll go back over to him. And so it's ace, 5, 7, or 8 for the dealer, and, you know, it's all, the fate's completely determined by, you know, the cards you turn over, both now and what you've turned over in the past. So, you know, you could have turned, so it could, that's how it all works out for you. 3. Okay, that was not a match, so the dealer takes the face-up cards back to him, and it's going to be the bottom player's turn again. Alright. Alright. He's going to try F on the bottom, and he matches an ace. That's a good pick. Alright, and bottom player gets to take another turn. Okay, he is going to try... Oh, he turns over a 6, and that is not a match, so the 8 and 3 and 7 and 5 all go back over to him. And that's an opportunity for the dealer to probably finish this game off if he has these cards. Let's hope he turned over the cards he needed to turn over, and... No, he turned over a 4. He could have... See, it's all... The fate's all really determined on how you turn the cards over in the game. So... Okay, so now there's 6 cards possible for the bottom player to try to match here. You know, as long as the deuce doesn't come up, it'll be good. Okay, so D on the bottom, he matches a 7. That's a good one. Okay, over here on the H, matches a 5. That's good. Doing good so far. You know, things will still go wrong. B on the top here, will he get something? Yep, he matches a 4. Let's see, is it E or G? E or G? He goes with E, and he gets a 3. Alright, now the game can get really mean here, so will this G be what wins the game, or will he have wished he had turned this card over sooner or later, or we'll see what happens. He turns over a 6. So the bottom player just won that round because he was the first one to go out with all his cards. Okay, so this only means one thing. The dealer has the dirty deuce on his side and a couple of 8s that didn't get matched. So there you go, 1, 2, and 4. So the dealer has to score 4 points against him, and you know, and since if you play with kids, you can just decide, you know, how many points you want to play to whoever, and you know, whoever has the lowest score at the end of the game wins the game. And yeah, so that's an example of the round there. So maybe, you know, you can play to 10 points if you're playing a quick game, or 20 points if you're really enjoying yourself with this. Remember, one person is handling the cards the whole time. You can't really, and that's only if you're in video chat. I mean, if you play this game in person, then you know the other person can play the cards, you know, his cards, you know, easily, and you know, you don't have to worry about that. But that's just one thing to keep in mind. This is a video chat friendly game. I'm just showing you how the game can be played on a video chat, and you will need these letters if you do play on a video chat, because the other person's going to know which cards to point out he wants to select and everything. So hopefully I'm explaining this okay, and hopefully you enjoyed watching this game. Remember, I have the rules in the video description below, so check the bottom there if you want to read the PDF file for that. And without further ado, this is WaxBadger saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in some form or another. Bye-bye.